the Most Venerable Bhikshu, Dr. Jnanapurnika, please.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. First of all, I would like to ask forgiveness from all the participants here, because today my nose doesn't permit me to speak clearly because my nose is already blocked. Right Honorable President Dr. Baran Yadav, Honorable Ministers, Most Venerable Sayadaw Dr. Ashin Nyanissara, Most Venerable Scholars, Honorable guests, and ladies and gentlemen. It is great honor for the government of Nepal, the Sitagu International Buddhist Academy, and the Theravada Buddhist Academy, affiliated with the Lumbini Buddhist University, to jointly host this unique international Buddhist conference on promotion, protection, and preservation of Buddhist culture and heritage in the sacred garden of Lumbini, the birthplace of the Buddha, from today to 18th November 2014. This is the first time ever for the Theravada Buddhist Academy of Nepal to organize such a big international conference with the help of the government of Nepal, and most importantly, the Most Venerable Sayadaw Dr. Ashin Nyanissara of Sitagu International Buddhist Academy, who wholeheartedly support in every aspect for a successful conference. Last year that I was very excited and challenged when the Most Venerable Sayadaw Dr. Ashin Nyanissara consulted and requested me to host an international Buddhist conference in Lumbini, Nepal. I couldn't foresee the conference will come true. Firstly, the financial burden is beyond our capacity of the newly founded Theravada Buddhist Academy. Secondly, it is not easy task at all to organize an international conference in this sacred garden, a Buddhist pilgrimage site yet located in a remote place for all modern conference amenities. Therefore, it was a truly challenging task for the host bodies to bridge seamlessly the peaceful pilgrimage ambience of the sacred Lumbini garden, yet convince over 400 scholars and honorable guests to discuss directly about promotion, protection, and preservation of Buddhist culture and heritage. In other words, we are gathering here in harmony to seriously discuss about how we get around to promote, protect, and preserve the very Lumbini precious Buddhist heritage that our ancestors and left as a legacy for all of us. It has always been at the top of my agenda to promote, protect and preserve this first holy pilgrimage site of Lumbini and strengthen Buddhism and Buddhist communities in Nepal and the world as a whole. When the most venerable Dr. Ashin Nyanissara initiated the idea of the International Buddhist Conference and fully supported me to bring this conference together. This is a truly dream comes true. And what could be more effective in pursuing this goal than bringing the International Congress of this learned society dedicated to promoting, protecting and preserving of the sacred Lumbini here in Lumbini itself. I sincerely thank the government of Nepal and the Sitagu International Buddhist Academy for having entrusted the Theravada Buddhist Academy of Nepal, Lumbini Buddhist University, with this huge responsibility. I am very grateful for your acceptance in attending the conference and to be a part of successful celebration. I could not imagine this conference happen without your full support and keen interest. I do hope that with our cooperation, creativity and compassion, we could come out with solid resolutions on how do we promote, protect and preserve our Buddhist culture and heritage in a more efficient, peaceful and long-lasting way. Sacred garden, generally where people come here for pilgrimage, but today we are here not only as a pilgrim alone, but we are carrying a huge responsibility to work together to find how do we get about on promotion, protection and preservation of this sacred birthplace of the Buddha, Lumbini, which had stood here over 2,500 years as the most sacred site for Buddhists around the world. The four main themes of the conference: protection and preservation of the heritage of Lumbini, protection and preservation of world Buddhist heritage, promotion of Buddhist culture and Buddhist education systems will no doubt guide the participants to deliberate on important issues related to those themes, and I am confident that it will come up with practical solutions to different problems faced by Buddhist communities in Nepal as well as in other countries of the world. The conference certainly is a platform where renowned scholars, spiritual leaders, prominent followers of the Buddha's teachings, students and researchers will be honestly engaged in its proceedings. I would like to shed some light on the historical development and events of Theravada Buddhism in ancient, medieval and modern Nepal. Lichavi period is considered to be the golden age for dissemination of the Buddhist teaching in Nepal. The matrimonial relationship developed through Princess Brikuti with Srongchang Gompo, the then king of Tibet, brought historical documents of the Dhamma to the heartland of Tibet, from where it spread to China and other Southeast Asian countries. After the Lichavi period, Buddhist communities have been experiencing oppression in various ways. During the era of Malla rulers in medieval age, though some of them accepted Buddhism as a way of life, most of the kings leaned towards Hinduism. The dark period for the Theravadian monks and nuns came during the reign of Jayastiti Malla, who completely destroyed the very norm of monkhood and nunhood, forcing them to lead domestic lives. Buddhist organizations were dismissed and the state deliberately pursued the policy of discrimination against Buddhist communities. This policy of negation became worse during the Shah and Rana regimes in modern Nepal. For a record, they even expelled Buddhist monks from the country where the Buddha was born. It is only during the rule of the King Tribhuvan around 1950s that the Buddhist communities enjoyed some liberty and support from the government of Nepal. This, however, did not continue for long. Nevertheless, we should not forget that although Theravada Buddhism in its pure form disappeared, the Dhamma did not lose its total existence. The Vajrayana Buddhists kept intact some of the Buddhist culture and tradition in the form of Chura Karma, making children of certain age to be novices for 4 days. They constructed stupas and temples according to Buddhist architecture, and the Buddhists as a whole played important role in disseminating art and culture, not only in Nepal but in other parts of the world as well. They are celebrated as real heritages the world over and require attention for preservation and protection for generations to come. Regarding Lumbini heritage site, it is a matter of great satisfaction that many friendly countries have constructed various infrastructure reflecting their own tradition and culture. They are also extending great deal of support in Lumbini development as a whole. However, we must not forget that the promotion, preservation and protection of Nepalese Buddhist heritage and culture are the responsibility of the people and the government of Nepal. These days, while talking about development of Lumbini, we seem to be discussing only the physical infrastructure, constructing of big buildings, temples, etc. From touristic point of view, the spiritual part of the Buddhism as a way of life is lagging behind. While physical infrastructure development is important, it is equally important to focus on promotion and dissemination of Buddha's teachings. Especially in the present day context, where the world population is facing violence of various kinds, it is only apt to learn, practice and spread the Buddha's message. This can be achieved only through awareness, creation, education and empowerment of the Buddhist communities and their organizations, as well as the population of the country as a whole. It is a huge task and requires support from national as well as international authorities and organizations. I would also like to mention that we as Nepalese should not be taking pride for the fact that the Buddha was born in Nepal, but we should also learn and practice the teachings. Only then we can proudly say we come from the country where the Buddha was born. Therefore, it is the responsibility of the people and the government of Nepal to work together towards preservation and protection of Buddhist culture and heritage. This is a historic conference where about 400 persons from more than 30 countries with various expertise are gathering to discuss and deliberate on the very important issues as indicated in the main themes of the conference for the first time in Nepal. As the outcome of this conference, I am confident that the joint efforts of all of us from Nepal as well as from other countries will lead towards significant and sustainable steps towards promotion, preservation, and protection of Buddhist culture and heritage in Nepal and the world over. Finally, I would like to express my gratitude to the members of the planning committee of this conference who tirelessly assisted me for many months continuously to bring this conference success. I welcome all delegates and participants in this very sacred garden of Lumbini, where the Buddha was born here to show the noble path and noble practice to us. My staff and volunteers are at your service to help your staying here in Lumbini, a memorable, knowledgeable, and peaceful. Once again, welcome you and wish you all a successful celebration. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Swagatam, swagatam, swagatam. Lasakus, lasakus, lasakus.